it was massive. But really, your party didn't take an official position publicly to state its position as to what they really think while this entire conversation was going on. What is the position of GAP?
Well, Mr. Njai, I did. Our position was last year. If your memory is right, we did interview one time with even Panderi Toure when I told them when the government has sent the bill to the parliament to give them approval so that they can travel all over from Khartoum to Wilibane and outside to talk to the Gambians about the new draft, so-called new draft. I objected. They called me mad. They said, Batchilly is mad. 2 days later, I heard Honorable Halifa Saleh said, we should amend 1997 Constitution. Less cost, more effective. Are you with me? Then I said, this man, he's saying my vision. A year later, I took an interview. Day before, it was kicked out from the from the parliament. Yes. And I urge all concerned citizens, including the members of parliament, even the president, let them make sure they kick this new draft. Waste of money, $116 million is compared to equivalent to $2.3 million. Mr. Jai, those so-called members and executive members who draft the constitution, they're playing with us. It's lasola. It's a whitewash. And with 1997 constitution, people don't understand. People who drafted 1997, because they knew and they always know that 1997 constitution is one of the best constitutions in Africa. Jammeh, former President Jammeh, he touched certain parts. When you look at percentage-wise, he just touched 5%, 50 close. Yes. Let's amend that, less cost, more effective, and it will come the best constitution so far. But these people who are around, like the coalition government, the 7 political parties, including 3 independents, they went and talked to the president. Jammeh is this, 1997 constitution is this, we have to do this. It's all bogus. Our stand, my stand as a concerned citizen, our stand as a political institution, we are with 1997 constitution. All we have to do, amend the 50 clause, and then less cost, more effective. That's it.
But here's the thing about this project. When this coalition government was coming, the one thing it promised that ranked really high on its agenda was a complete break, if you like, from the past. And if that is to be achieved, they wanted to install or build a whole new constitution that would veer well away from the 1997 constitution. Here you are saying you are with the 1997 constitution. The 1997 constitution, what much is known is that there is a lot of problems with that constitution. A lot of amendments that were not for the good, really. So this government, don't you think the intention there is well in place? The intention to build a new constitution, a progressive one at that.
Mr. Njai, how can you build a foundation, solid foundation for 22 years? And then because you don't get along with Batchilly, this is your compound, huh? You don't get up, you stay there, I'll stay there, your house, your own house that you built $1 million. Well, the foundation of your house is, you spent $300,000, $400,000, solid. The surveyor came in, they said, wow, this foundation is okay. But when Batchilly took over that place, you understand, you don't like me because of I use certain ways to furnish your house. At the end of the day, you coming up and telling me you're going to break your whole entire house to build a new house because I make a demarcation inside your house. Doesn't make sense. The demarcation that I made in your house, come up, call another survey, another engineering, they break that out and put the best demarcation the way you want it and the way that will benefit you and your family. You go ahead. That's what I mean. The constitution, this new draft is, how you call it, there is foreign factors. The foreign actors are involved in this. Some of the some of the European Union. Remember when I defend, they even called me Semi Jammeh. One of the former ambassadors who left, he called me Semi Jammeh. One of the political party using rhetoric like Jammeh doesn't even know. He doesn't even know. This is our internal issues, man. Some of the leaders, some of the political leaders, there was part of them who wrote the 1997 Constitution. I spoke to legal teams. 1997 Constitution is not Jammeh's book. It's a country book. It's our national book. But what Jammeh did, he took some clause there to defend himself and his cabinet. those clauses. Let's come back and amend it. That's what I mean. Let's cost more effective. But spending $116 million in flying from London to Belgium, from Belgium to United States, you get like a halisi per diem, enjoying the hotels, the AC, they are lasso. I'm urging Mr. President Barrow, Batchilly, I'm now working for you. I'm working with you for the betterment of the country. I'm urging you, whoever trying to bring this new constitution back, don't allow it. And I'm urging all the members of parliament who love Gambia at heart, stick to 1997. When they send the referendum, let's amend the clause, which is now good for the country. Let's cost more effort, and then we move on.
But then are you aware, just at the start of this week, last week, Thursday, there was a cabinet meeting, a marathon cabinet meeting. And at that cabinet meeting, the cabinet gave its blessing for the justice minister to go ahead and commence the process of ensuring that there is consensus. What they are planning to do actually is to come up with an independent committee or body, if you like, to spearhead that effort, to ensure that there is consensus, agreement around the draft constitution there and be taken back to the National Assembly.
Are they going to talk to the stakeholders?
Of course, that is what they
I wish they can come to me. They
will come to you.
But for me, my stand is 1997 constitution. And I'm urging all Gambians who love Gambia at heart, if we want our country to be prosperous, let's stick on that 1997 constitution. Like, I don't want to repeat myself again. The 50 clause that Jammeh definitely touch, let's amend those. The president knows. His eyes is open now. People who coordinate, look at my brother, Jammeh Commission is a whitewash. CRC is a whitewash. Yes. The TRRC is yet. I have come in for it. When it's complete, call me for an interview for it. Let's move on.
Are you trying to say now this TRRC was
I can't say anything because it's yet to complete.
It's yet to complete.
Yeah.
But you said something that suggests, well, away from that. But now, you look at the country and you look at all the problems that we have in this country. We are in this crisis, the pandemic. It's not going away. But what we have seen is that the government has opened the entire country. Everybody is now free to go about your business. There is no lockdown. There is nothing. Even face mask, which the government says very much is still law, doesn't exist anymore. People are not wearing face masks. Well, what do you make of that? The idea or the move there by the government to ensure to open the country?
The poverty line of this country is a security threat. When you put a lockdown, people cannot even afford a proper meal, 3 proper meals, and you want to put a lockdown without proper measurement, you are causing a security threat. So I'm urging Mr. President Barrow, let him come with his genius. This old power, some of his cabinets are telling him they're old powers. They don't care about the betterment of the country. I keep repeating myself. They care about their own pocket. They're reforming their features of their features, not the future of the country. So now, this COVID-19 is a serious issue. The government, even though they open up the lines for people, let them put a facilitation to make sure we follow the measurements for our betterment. But if you care about your own, you don't care about the others. GAP-led government is ready to work with any political leaders or any political party who is in government, from the President Barrow to down. When you really put Gambian interest, we'll back you up, but based on the betterment of the country. There is one thing that I'm really worried about is the poverty line. It's a serious security threat. It will definitely cause a problem. So I want the government to look into that heavily by doing what? Investment in agriculture. Billions of dollars. Let's feed ourselves. Yes. Let's eat what we have to grow. Yes. From the best food. Sapo alone. Look at the furrow of carton. The furrow of carton can feed the whole entire West Coast when it comes to rice. Invest money in there. We have specialists in agriculture who love Gambia hard. I can scout them. When the president gave me power, he's in power now. This coalition government belongs to the whole entire government. It's not NPP government. It's a coalition government, and we are the coalition, the Gambians. So we need to help the president. But people are blocking avenues. They don't care about the betterment of the country. Boy, do you know how many people sleep at night, Mr. Njai? Low come to 25 to 30,000 people go to sleep. They don't have proper dinner. Is that right? And those are the masses who run after you, giving their voters card to make sure they put you in power. if we said we love Gambia heart, all our political leaders, if we have 16 political parties, and the president, if we love Gambia heart, why are we defending? Huh? Why are we arguing, insulting each other, defaming each other's character? Let's be a thinker, bring ideas that can move this country, invest in agriculture, help our youths, our women, our children, the educational system, reform it. But we're not doing that. There's a couple of thieves around him. That's why I want him to establish. It's already been approved, but it's not yet. It's yet to be established. ACC, Anti-Corruption Committee. I will catch all the within 90 days. All the couple of thieves around him will go. Barrow, I don't know much about him. Through my investigation, I spoke to a few people who love Gambia heart. They said the man is a genuine guy, but the surrounding is the one disturbing him. They're elbowing everybody. Barrow, kick them out. You are the president. If things goes wrong, it will come on top of you, like Jammeh did. He did good, he did bad.
Why?
Some of the bad Jammeh did. They forgot the good he did too. Jammeh helped a lot of students. They got their scholarship, educated. Some are helping their family. Jammeh sent a lot of people to medical treatment overseas. They don't want to say that. They're saying his bad things. That's holding me. So me, I don't want to talk about people's bad. I want to talk about people's, how you call it, competency. Barrow, even President Barrow said, look, I'm new in this game. I want people to join hands. Yes. Being a political leaders, political parties, Gambian cities, join hands, let's help him. Why are we talking shit about him? He's trying a little bit, but the surrounding, the reason, since we start about my interview, you and I, the surrounding around him, those are, man, they alligators, man. They will grab you from your neck bone and chop you. So those alligators who are ready, not for the interest of the country, yes, they need their interest. Let him call me, Barrow, free of charge, call Batchilly. I'll come out, defend you to the core, and we move on. We go to election. If Allah bless you to win, fine. If next whoever come, but you leave a legacy of reality. Until then, just think, open your eagle eyes. The Ministry of Lands, Mr. President Barrow, watch on it. Minister of Fishery, about 2 weeks ago, I made an article that I want the president to revisit the contract that he did with China, Russia, with China, Senegal, and European Union. We have specialists in here who knows the fishery game, maritime education. Yes. Why are we the syndrome of begging? Nyan, boysode, nyan, jamga. We are rich. Let me mention some of the resources that we have in Gambia here that can create billions of dollars, millions of US. Number one, the black sand. The deposit of the black sand that we have in Khartoum is 1,000 times more than the one that we have in Sanyang, and the Khartoum is untouched. We have gold and diamond in Garawal. We have the oil. We have the silicon sand in the River Gambia.
But this gold and diamond, I find that interesting. Because why is it that there is no interest around it at all? At least from the government circles, they don't even know about it.
But some of the government circles knows.
Yeah.
Look at.
So do we really have diamond?
Yeah, we did indeed. I'm telling you, my brother. Let them call the geologists. And I take them to survey, they'll find it. We have gemstones next to, it's in Tumana, where Jammeh used to mine. Jammeh used to mine. They know what I'm talking about. Jammeh used to mine it. Send it to Taiwan. Let's forget about even the resources. I'm just mentioning a few things. Let's come to the river that belongs to us, the River Gambia. Why the Europeans are coming? Look at the contract of the tuna fish. You travel, you read intensively. Not a lot of Gambians know the benefit of the tuna fish. Tuna fish alone can cure 15 different types of disease. The highest is heart attack, the lowest is depression.
Yes. Yes.
You understand? Yes. Look at the amount of tuna fish. Google it right now in the international market. 342 kilos of tuna fish cost $1.8 million. And tuna fish has various tuna fish. The blue whale tuna fish costs up to $4.5 million. The Japanese, they love that. Huh? Look, and we have a type of fish. I don't want to mention the name of that fish yet. You understand? But we and Mauritania has that in the whole entire West Africa. They have pearls, like a gemstone, Sokohare, gemstone Mofaneka, that makes millions. Why the Chinese are grabbing us? I have no problem with the Chinese, neither Europeans or Senegalese. I have problem to make sure we are sovereignty country. Mr. Barrow, President Barrow, I want to help you.
You want to help, but this idea.
The reason I want to help him.
Yeah.
Come on. I'm not helping him. I'm helping the country, but he's leading the country.
But you said something which I find really interesting.
What's that?
The fact that you said is about competence. So, and there is a lot of claim out there that the president really, in fact, is not competent. While he, insists that he is competent enough to run this country, you have people that say he's not competent. Do you think that he's competent?
Okay, in this world, who is competent? No one is competent. But if your surroundings are competent, including everybody's not.
But if you say no one is competent,
no, I'm using my wisdom word here. Competency based on what?
Based on the ability to make decisions, good decisions, to effect change. That is transformation. That is what we mean by the ability, really.
But
of mind, of body, if you like.
If you are rational, if you are a humble person, and then you don't want to show that dictatorship in them, you share ideas with your cabinet. Like Gambia Action Party. I have a brilliant idea. I have brilliant visions. But when I'm talking to my members, my executive members, I make myself, I'm nobody. I talk to them, we rationalize. Disagree to agree. When I know some of the members, they're not ready for the interest of the country. They're ready for the interest of for themselves. They're not ready for the interest of the party, but they are ready for the interest of themselves while they're inside the party. I will definitely put an eye on them and watch them proper. Barrow, he might be competent, he might not be competent. He's the leader of the country. He came out vividly, said, look, I have clue or I have less idea, but I want to join with the rightful people. Come with your brilliant ideas. Let's put it on the table. New disagree, new set. Whatever is good for the country, we implement it. Some people of the members, Mr. Njai, they are the one new dugal net with Sikao Barrow. They inside net with Takako.
So you mean he's in a net?
Yeah, well, yes, he's in a net. He is. He's still in the net, but he's cutting the net slowly, but surely. Because sometimes when I talk, when I send message through media, through radios, and then I see some of them scissors coming up, cutting the net. And he will cut the net. If he really want to work for the best of the country, believe me, Batchilly will back him. But if I sense in him, he's just doing it so that he can build himself, he can be a dictator, I will never work with him.
But why do you think the president is slumbering, or he's not been able to detect these people that you see are around him?
I like that
are not. Why do you think that?
No, he is detecting it, but he is kind of taking his time. That time.
But this is about country.
No, that's what I'm saying. Can I come in?
Of course.
He already detected. What I'm trying to give him now, don't be fear. They don't put you there. Some of the members threaten him. No. They're wronging themselves. They are fooling. Mr. President Barrow, no one put you there. Allah put you there through the members of the country. You understand? It's your obligation. The citizens of Gambia trusted you with their all resources and your cabinet to maneuver this country. Now, whoever is threatening you, we put you there. Kick them out. But if you have said, no, let me wait till I win 2021 election, that's your downfall, sir. Bring new teams. I can even scout you. You are one of them, Mr. Jai. I can call him. I say you're one of them.
I'm not really
sure.
Serious.
I'm saying sure you are competent. There's a lot of young Gambians like you who are competent, ready to deliver for the interest of the country. Like the Honorable Minister, what's his name again? Youth and Sport, Mr. Bakari Baji. I call him. I say, Mr. Baji, I'm proud of you, my brother. Way before come, I like your vision. I watch your interview with QTV, but you know what I told him?
Yes.
I said, I trust you. Don't let the Gambians down. Be answerable to Gambia and work with the government, the President Barrow. But if you are answerable to Barrow and you let the Gambians aside, you will lose. Mr. Barrow, President Barrow, to be honest with you, he loves Gambia at heart. But the surrounding, now he has to taka his nigger. Tighten your belt. You're not a small president. The only difference we have in the whole entire world is a big country, small country, a president. And this is a sovereign country, Mr. President. Don't compromise with our sovereignty. But Chile will work with you, gap-led government with you when you put the interest of Gambia. I don't care what people say, but me, I don't care about the seat. I told you, all I care, whoever is ruling the country,
Yes.
make sure you deliver for the country. Then I will back you with the vision we have, the ideas we have. We need a political manager. President Barrow need a political manager to help him, not a political advisors.
But manager would only interpret advising.
No, political manager will come with a blueprint like this. Sir, in agriculture, these are the blueprint. When you invest in this way, you move. But advisor, sir, this is what I think. When you go this way, no, we tell you what to do. That's called the governing council.
That's the governing council idea of GAP there.
Yes, no, not idea of GAP, but it's not for the betterment of the country. Your idea, if it's good for the country, I don't call it Laminjai idea. I call it the Gambian idea. Initiated by who? Laminjai. No problem with that. But that's a Gambian idea.
Did you witness something you think?
Are you with me?
Yes.
So now the president needs a governing council. No compromise. I'm one of them.
You're one of them. But what I think I also find quite interesting has to do with the fact that the president seemed to be not really interested in working with you, because I've seen, I mean, in the past, what has happened is that GAP has written to the office of the president, to engage him on issues of national interest. But really, you've not been receiving any response from him, really.
I never wrote to the president. Who said I wrote to the
president?
The
party didn't write to the president?
The party never wrote to the president. The party will deliver a message through media till we need a national dialogue because of 3 years. But to my understanding, he's listened to me. You know why? Yes. Any political statement that are uttered through the GAP-led government, some of the party, he works on it. Seriously. Yes. Even if he doesn't want to talk to me, as far as I'm delivering the message and he's changing the game, for me, it's a winning-winning situation to me. And I believe the president want to work with Batchilly. You know, Batchilly is the type of person, people talk negative about me. Anyone my father told me, Sunde Mr. Njai Nilame, Munotopal Jai Bobre, Kumui Gai Njai. If you are scared to be talked about, leave the game, quit the game. Go to the kitchen and be a cook, serve the restaurante. You understand? But if you're a man, they must talk about you. So Batchilly is type of person who got vision. And I'm hoping, and I believe with how you call it, with certainty, Mr. President Barrow, it's high time for now, even if it's 90 days of in office left for you, you can do a miraculous job. I want you to stand up now as the president of the country. Forget about this, forget about that. Join hands with the right persons, right people, on right time, in right position. We can move this country. Do not hesitate to contact GAP-led government. We are government incoming. If you need any help, come to us. We'll help you for the betterment of the country. But when I'm working with you and I found out you're not interested in the betterment of the country, Mr. President, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
How do you want to really go about this? Because what we have seen is some of the political parties that are working with him are not very much interested in building their party. What they are interested in is growing the president's backbone politically by ensuring that the NPP becomes a force to be reckoned with. What we've seen is the likes of NCP, PPP, the GPDP, if you like, NRP. I mean, they are leaders. We've seen how they've been trying to boost the president's political capital. I mean, is that how you also want to go about it? Not to really care about whether your party moves or not, but to go there and support the president in terms of his party becoming a big party. But clearly that is what we have seen. And NPP is growing. By the day, people are flocking to the party.
Mr. Njai, NPP, I was registered before NPP, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm an institution. The fastest growing political party in Gambia is GAP.
Where do you base that on?
But I'm telling you, anywhere you go, we have base from Khartoum to Wilibana. Yes. We have invested the small resources we have. Go to any constituency, any regions, any award, any village, GAP is there. And we have crowd. Okay. Working with the president, the other political parties that you say they're working with them, they don't care about their parties. They want to grow the president. To me, that's them. Me, if I'm working with the president, I will help him for the betterment of the country. I'm not helping his party, neither my party. I'm helping the country. Let them see Batchilly join working with the coalition. It's not an MPP government yet. This is a coalition government. That's not MPP.
I think that is debatable, but for me, I will go with it's an NPP government.
It's not an NPP government.
It's an NPP government.
Can you call it an NPP? Legally? No. Up to now, it's a coalition government led by him. Some of the coalition members still there. About 4 political parties, PPP, NCP, how you call it, GPDP, NRP. Those are the ones left. The other ones, they are gone. Yes. You understand? And some few independents. The Magasi, Her Excellency, I don't know, the other one is still there or gone. So I still call it coalition government. They need help. Because if this coalition government sink, the whole entire Gambia sink, including you and I. So if Batchilly has the vision, Manekuma Hasidi, I don't believe in if you have bad heart, you don't love yourself. I love myself, man. You know, I smell good. I got my bed. You know, I eat good. I sleep good. I want the AC to be blown in my house. That's the same thing that I wish for you and Jai. Wallahi tallahi. You come, you don't have AC, I'll take my AC, I'll give it to you. That's Batchilly.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. You know why?
Yes. It doesn't make sense.
It makes sense. Actually,
in this heat, you will plug off your AC and
when
give it
you
to the
help,
other person.
when you help others that you are better than them, Allah will help you. A clean heart.
We will go into Operation Nyaele Kabejanyan. That is a policy of GAP. We will go into that a little later. But let's still on the president and his visions for this country.
The president visions, like National Development Plan, that's not the president visions. He might initiate that idea, but it's for the Gambia. We GAP-led government, we have our development plan. We have it, and our roadmap that we have. Yes. I'm making a press conference very soon before Congress. I will do it before the Congress. I will talk about our development plan and our roadmap that we have before coming into government. Like I told you, GAP next government or a part of next government. That's for sure, certainty.
Yes.
You understand? Yes. Now, Mr. President, if Mr. President Barrow right now, he's in trouble.
Yes.
He's in trouble.
Yes.
He needs help. I'm urging all Gambians, whoever love Gambia at heart, get up and stand and help him for his agenda to go. Let's go 2021. From now, look at our healthcare system. It's poor. If you have an idea of a healthcare system, bring your development plan of healthcare right now. Yes. President Barrow, listen to me. Yes. Call the person.
Yes.
Let them go through the protocol. They sit with the Ministry of Health. Let them have the blue plan of health. Look at it. Bull help can come to the agriculture. I have plans that I can put on the table, from the education system to healthcare system to agriculture system to our foreign policy system. I don't want us to be begging. I don't want Mr. President Barrow to be flying to Tokyo and ask them for loan or grant. No, we have our resources. We have the manpower. We have the ideology. So for me, definitely, political leaders are insulting each other. Political parties are insulting each other. To me, it's nonsense.
But why do you think it is it's becoming so difficult for the president to be taking that route of independence, not relying on others, on loans to develop this country? Why do you think all these brilliant visions, all these brilliant ideas that you're talking about, why is it so difficult for the president to put them across?
The cooperatives around them.
So they are still the problem?
They are the problem. And I believe if it's 100%, I think he's sensing 45% now. By end of the year, I'm urging, let him drop all his cabinet, man. Let him dissolve this cabinet.
Macky Sall just yesterday.
Well, I'm not Macky Sall.
Dissolved his cabinet.
But to me, Macky is Senegal. I'm talking about Gambia. Sovereignty. We don't copy. We don't imitate. We do our things. Action-oriented. Let him dissolve the cabinet. He has the power. Bring new kids on the block. Mr. Njai is around. There's one brother that I like. Let him call Ansumana Boja.
Why do you really want me to work with Barrow? I'm not
it's
really
not.
sure
No, it's not that you're working with Barrow.
We can get along.
You are working. He must. He needs young. He needs young cats.
Yes.
With me.
Yes.
I didn't call him. He didn't call me. I sat with him. We talk about ideas. But the day he calls me, say, "Come and help me," I'll sit with him. I'll listen the way he wants us to work. Yes. I'll put my agendas aside. Believe me, when he's approved, you will see a different, huge change. The whole Gambia will follow him. The whole entire Gambia. When Batchilly is around. No, listen. When Batchilly is inside this Gambian government, this coalition government,
Yes.
I will clean everything. We go to election. If Allah bless him.
Where do you think in government you will fit the most? You will be lethal the most in terms of helping the country? Where do you think would best suit Batchilly?
I have an aptitude for everything.
What do you mean by
I
that?
have an aptitude. Anywhere you throw me, except how you call it, ministry, the judicial ministry, how you call it, the legal term.
Yes.
But beside that,
Minister of Justice.
just minister beside that,
Yes.
all the ministries I can handle it. All the position you think, especially ACC.
Anti-corruption
Oh,
commission.
my brother.
Are you going to be that person that will be jailing people
My brother.
left, right, and center?
My brother, when it comes to the interest of Gambia, I don't play. When it's individual, my brother, individual, you can even slap me. But when it comes to the objective of this country, it's my life.
Yeah, your life. I mean, I remember with our last interview, you said you can even die for
I
it.
can even be a sacrifice for that. Billahi. I don't use Allah's name for vain.
You can sacrifice your life.
Myself for Gambia to go to the high court more than Singapore. We can do it. We are richer than Singapore.
Where do you want to die for the Gambia?
You know why? If the betterment of the country is good, legacy. Look at our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, my role model. He died. He sacrificed for us. Oma arsalnaka illa rahmatan lil alamin. Indeed, he was sent as a mercy. You see, to the alamin. Oma arsalnaka illa kafatan lin nas. I'm going to talk about.
We are preaching now.
No, I'm not preaching. I'm not a preacher, man. I'm not a preacher. I don't preach. I'm just saying the reality of the thing. Like 2-3 days ago, the article of that small boy.
Of course, I was going to ask you that because, I mean, Gambia Action Party
I
is
call him a small boy.
Why do you call Macron, a whole president, a whole leader of a very powerful country, small boy?
He's a small boy to me. He disrespected the most high creature ever lived on face of earth. I don't compromise with my religion. I love white people. I love Jews. I love Spanish. I love all the race on earth. Have you ever heard we Muslim provocating other religion? Hell no. Do you know how many Muslims live in France, paying their taxes correctly, and he's enjoying those monies from the Muslim brothers? You know what he's doing? You know, I'm urging the Muslims to calm down. Macron is a small, tiny dot in the world map. I'm telling you the truth.
Yes.
Qarun, who came before him, Pharaoh, who came before him, Namruz bin Canaan, who came before him. Qarun's sweat is richer than the whole, I'm talking about the zakat, the charity of Qarun wealth. I challenge any human being on earth, his wealth alone, zakat, is richer than the whole entire Europe. And that past Qarun, the riches they have, the whole entire Europe. Yes. Qarun riches can even buy the whole entire Europe. If this small little boy coming up, insulting us, insult our religion, we don't kill, we don't fight, we defend. We will defend, we will sacrifice our blood, our wealth, our education, our everything for the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
And just today.
You know why I love Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he's using this for his political gain. I'm urging Mr. President Macron, don't use Islam for your cheap popularity. Do not abuse Islam for your political gain. You will lose. Islam is not your companion. Islam is bigger than you. Islam is bigger than the whole entire Europe. Islam been existing before even Europe was created. We have law for Europeans as a Muslim. We respect Europeans as a Muslim, but we don't compromise. And I'm urging all the Muslims around the globe, and I'm urging all the Muslim leaders, let them come and warn Mr. President Macron and whoever backing him. Whether you are in Africa, you are in Europe, you are in North America, if you are backing Macron, we Muslims, we are warning you to apologize to us immediately. Because we love every human being on earth. Whether you are Muslim, we are not Muslim, we Muslim love. And Mr. Macron, President Macron, France, the enjoyment that you are doing in France is from a Muslim called Algeria. How many brutality you did to the Algerians. Abuse them, rape them. They don't even respect women. Islam respected women 1400 years ago. When did they start respecting women? How can you come, you caricature our religion for your political gain? I'm really disappointed in him as a president of a whole nation. Instead of unified, you are bringing division for your political gain. You will lose next election. They plan, the Most High plan. Who's the best planner? The Most High. That's Allah, God. So for me, this you know what hurts me the most? You know what really hurts me? I have not seen all Muslim leaders, they're all mute about this. Why are they muting? For what? France doesn't even have a gold mine. Mali has 50 gold mines in Mali. The reserve of Mali is 855,000 tons. You know, 855 tons of gold reserve. And then look at how you call it, France, the fourth largest reserve of gold. Where did they get the gold from? It's not a terrorist.
Africa.
That's terrorizing to get our resources. What they're doing with the SEFA, 14 different countries. We are paying half $1 trillion per year to them. For how many years? That money is used to develop their own country. It's not a terrorist. Let them now push us. We are not fighters. We're Muslims. We don't provoke. We defend. We love humanity. Look at Ramadan all over the globe. We feed the poor. They're Islamophobia. Why?
What do you make of the beheading of the teacher who allegedly, showed the students caricatures?
Well, beheading, to me, beheading. I don't allow no human being to kill any human being. But when you disrespect us, we'll defend ourselves.
Is that one way of defending?
Well, I don't know about that. I'm repeating myself. I'm against any type of killings. But when you want to belittle me, I'll defend myself to the core. We Muslims, we are like that. Especially Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They want to, they want to brand us as the most dangerous human being on earth. That's their plan. To brand Muslims, we are criminals, we are terrorists, we are fighters. We don't tolerate. Yes. When you insult women, they call you misogynist. You insult black people, they call you racist. Can he insult the Jews like this? Let him insult the Jews. Let Macron insult the Jews. He's done immediately. Now you want to insult Islam, you call freedom of speech? That's madness. And I'm urging Mr. President Barrow, let him come out and speak against this. He's the country of our leader.
The government clearly has not said a word about it.
The whole entire Africa. I have now heard, I think it's only Batchilly as a political leader who come out vividly. And, the Ottoman Empire, brother, I love him. Erdogan, the Turkish president. Let's the Ummah pray for him. We need 5 of those to lead us. Pakistan, brother, may Allah grant you strength. Brothers from Bangladesh. I'm not here for popularity. Anyone who wants to play with Islam will defend Islam to the core. Anyone who wants to insult our prophet will defend our prophet to the core. Let them put that in their mind. But if they want to use Islam, Mr. Jai, for their cheap...
I hope you will not be seen as a terrorist.
I mean, if they want to call me all kind and then let them call me...
A fanatic, if you like.
I'm not a fanatic. I'm a believer. I'm proud to be Muslim. And it's not my blessing to make Muslims. I'm not urging anybody to come to Islam. But I'm telling you, the best religion, the solution for the entire Ummah and the entire dunya, the whole entire world is Islam. Islam is the solution. The Quran is not a man-made word. Yes. It's a divine word. No one can change it. Allah himself challenged the best among us as a human being. Yeah. The men among the jinn come with even a statement they can't. If they want to call us terrorists, they've been calling Islam terrorists, man. They are the terrorists. They are the terrorists. And I repeat with emphasis, whoever come to Africa bullying us, taking our resources, giving our conditions. When you even want to make a loan, you want to put conditions. That's a terrorist, man. Do you know how many people died in the Atlantic Ocean during the slavery time, going to the United States? That's a terrorist. Did Islam did that? Hell no. I'm angry. Not angry. I want to see, are we scared to defend ourselves? Because of what? I still want to work with France, no problem. If they come, corporate Manchester, no. But if they want to play with the religion, we care less about them. Do you know how many Muslims live in Paris, in France? Paying taxes, living heavily, helping the government, investing with their resources for the betterment of France. Now you are using your cheap popularity to gain those so-called the elites of the world. They call themselves the elites of the world, thinking they know. They don't know nothing, man.
What is your opinion on terrorism?
I love this beautiful question, man. Do you know the definition of being terrorism? A terrorist, to terrorize against your will. When I come to you, this is your fault, it belongs to you. When I come and terrorize you against your will, I'm a terrorist. So let's go back to history. Who are the terrorists then? Yes. Who are the terrorists? Who are the terrorists then? The real terrorists, they know themselves.
Who are the real terrorists?
They know themselves. Not Islam, not Muslims. I know that for sure. That Islam, not Muslims.
How about the one that includes slaying, includes killing, violence? How about that one?
Do you know how many people die in Hiroshima in Japan when they bombed the Japanese there? It's about Islam. How many people die in Iraq? Women are brutally raped. Children are raped. Look at Yemen. Look at Palestine. Oh, brother. How many people are dying of hunger per day? You call COVID-19? Do they care? Because the rich people are not hungry. How can you be sitting down? You telling me you do care? They don't care. They care about the resources we have in Africa and the Middle East. I'm just warning President Macron. Halabundaunga, you're a small boy in the Islam world. We respect you because a leader, we have to respect you. You see the beautiful Islam? Allah says, do not even disrespect leaders, even they are disbelievers. Respect them. But you are a small boy when it comes to the Islam world. We are warning you, do not use Islam as a tool to make you win your election. This is your political chipper. You will never win.
Now, let's come back to other issues. Let's talk about the movements that have been taking place, political movements, if you like, activities everywhere. See party moving up and down, campaigning, trying to get stronger and stronger. We have seen a by-election that is looming and looming large, Nyamina West. But surprisingly, or not surprisingly, gap is nowhere to be found, nowhere to be seen in terms of Nyamina West. What is really going on? Why didn't you put up a candidate?
I like that beautiful question. I'm not in we are not in a system of comparison. Wherever you compare or compete, to me, you are lack of self-confidence. I look at, I calculate, I don't speculate. We sat, we calculate. Okay. We have stronghold in Nyamina West, very stronghold. A very stronghold. We have,
good support
I'm telling you, my brother, if Nyamina is 100%, gap is containing 40 to 45. I'm telling you the truth.
Wow.
Yeah, yes. Right now, my national mobilizer is there.
He's from Nyamina West.
He's there now. He's there now. So I want to see which political party, at least to me, I'm not power hungry. When I look at it, I said, no, let's wait for the big game. GDC was there, my former party was there. Yes. And then now the NPP come. Technicality, I'm not in support of them, but technicality, at least let them give chance NPP to have one empire. Because when you look at, that's a new political party.
But who does that? Who does that? That doesn't, politically, it doesn't make any sense to allow or let your rival, if you like, you gain more and more popular while you are struggling. Who does that? Politically,
my
that
brother,
doesn't happen
you might have a seat in Nyamina. When you come to election, I beat you. President, I beat you. It happens. You understand? It happens.
But politically, you don't take chances.
Yeah, but me, I calculate. That's why I calculate.
Yes.
I look at it.
You are taking chances clearly.
I calculate. if I go there, I don't want to lose. I hate to lose. Now, coming to square one about the Nyamina West, technicality, let them give chance to MPP. If I want to vote for MPP, listen, if I want to go now, I can change the whole gameplay there. I'm telling you, my brother, it takes me a minute
to just
to
go
make
there.
sure and it will win. But I'll let it go. Who's going to win? You understand?
You are very generous, you know that?
Seriously, I can even go now.
You're a very generous politician.
But I'm not jealous. Serious, I'm not. It's not about. I love the betterment of the country. Njai,
and you think NPP winning that seat is for the betterment of the country?
Yeah.
Why?
Because the guy will work for his constituency, bringing them projects, helping them with solar energy, helping them with boreholes. You know, helping them with something so. Biram So. So for me, if GDC has almost four members there, you understand? Yes. Let them give chance to this one, let them have one. But if I would decide till tomorrow, if I decide to help MP, I'll go, man, seriously, free of charge, nothing. I'll campaign for the free of charge, and he's going to win. But I will think about it. This
your newfound bromance with NPP. Someone might say, okay, you are just maybe trying to look for a job or for the president. What do you have to say about
that? Brother, what kind of job they have there that can satisfy Batchilly?
There is none.
None. The only job they can give Batchilly is for the betterment of the country.
What is that? So what is that?
To change the development plan route for the country.
And they cannot give that to you?
If they want to give that to me, that's ACC.
Anti-Corruption Commission. Why do you, but like seriously, Anti-Corruption Committee, you've been talking about that. But, I mean, if you look at all our politicians, Batchilly is the one that has made headlines. How do you reconcile that in terms of all these small talks around Batchilly? Batchilly this, Batchilly that. Batchilly was engaged in this, he's engaged in this. Some even call it fraud. So if people are accusing you of all of that, and you want to head the Anti-Corruption Commission, I mean, how do you reconcile that? How do you go about convincing those people out there who think that Batchilly is
go ahead, I like that question. But when you know that you know your heart and Allah knows, why you think about others?
But they matter, right? These are the citizens, the Gambian people.
My brother,
that you are going to serve, that you are going to work for.
The corruption that we are seeing now, have you ever seen that in Jawara era and the Jamia era? Never. I'm not corrupt. Not to make me corrupt. I'm not bragging. I was born in rich. I have seen money. I ate money.
A lot of it.
Plenty.
Plenty of money, huh?
To me, it's not about money. So this small, you know, if a lion is fighting with a dog in a jungle, you know, you put a dog, the dog will fail. Hey, go here. You know, some people are just going to media to use my name to be famous.
That's what they are doing.
Before I became into politics, I have issues. Did they ever go to media? Who doesn't have issue? Me, I don't believe in problem there. There's no problem at all. We have issues. That's what we need to solve. You know what's the biggest problem? When you die, you go to hell. That's the biggest problem. But dunya, it's issue. And it's temporary. My brother, no matter what, issues are temporary, man. But over there, it's permanent, eternal. So for me, if you go to media, talk about, I love to be talked about. Yes. That's the time you know who's real. When you go, you say this. And I say one word, 2 words. They kept quiet. You say Batchilly is a thief, for example. You never saw me stealing. At the end of the day, if you keep repeating what against me, people will laugh at you. Come with proper evidence and lay it on the table that I did this, I will resign immediately.
So they don't have any evidence, even after some claiming to be dragging you to court.
Who's bigger than law? Even if I'm the super powerful man on earth, if the law call me, I will come, I will answer. I'll defend myself, and I walk away. A humble person. Mandama watches small papa. Somebody everybody. You know how many calls enter now here? I see a lot of calls, so people want to talk to me badly. Humility. Islam is about humility, and that's my religion. Telling me because I want to work, I'm looking for job. Me looking for job. I'm an institution. I don't look. Can Baro pay me? Baro cannot pay me. I'm working with him. I'm now working for him.
For him.
su gagné ñu ñëpp a gagné jàmm bi suñu si dëkk bi. If the Qaeda come to the country, who's the benefit? It's the Gambians.
It's the Gambian people.
But if there are problem in the Gambia, we all run away. Being a politician, being a masses, being an individual, being intelligent. Mr. Njai, let me talk about...
Now, I mean, we'll go into your party, your policies. I think Gambians have a good idea, a good grasp, really, of Batchilly vis-a-vis Gambia Action Party and your intentions for this country. But let's talk about, your party activities. What we have seen is that, we are edging closer and closer to election next year. Take us through the mindset of GAP leading towards the elections. What are you planning to do? I understand you don't have a presidential candidate yet. I understand you intend to go on a congress, to embark upon a congress in your search for somebody that you think can really lead your party. And here you are saying that you have the base. You are a very popular party. Take us through your activities. What is exactly happening in Gambia Action Party?
Whatever you think that's betterment of the country is happening. Right now, we send teams. You see, my political movement and my political hygiene is different. Rallies, I don't do that. I send people, sport meeting. They talk to the key people in each constituency. Go with the vision. What they need, we implement. We have our videos recorded. We are waiting for the right time. We send it to the whole world. This is about the country. They have to. It's not about fisabilillahi. Fisabilillah, I don't want to know. I don't want nobody to know. But this is the development of the country so that they know our development roadmap and our plan. We are sending people all over. Right now, my administrative secretary in the Jimbaran for 3 months. The whole entire Jimbaran constituency, he's doing a massive work there. I send people in Kantora, some are in the Wuli West, Wuli East, North Bank. They are working, team, talking to people, saying, telling them how. You know why people like GAP? Because we don't insult. We have our visions. And that's why I said by end of first week of November, I'm making a press conference. I think you'll come. Don't say nobody. I want you to come.
Myself.
Yourself. And then you send with your team. I'm saying the development plan that we have for the country. The whole world will say, wow, this party is the next government. Like I tell you, if we are not the next government, we'll be part of the next government for the betterment of the country. I don't worry about coalition. If I see any political party who love Gambia heart, come on, I'll work with you. For now, it's 1 year to go. You understand? Let's put our politics aside. Let's help the interests of the country. Yes. Look at $100. Yes. You go to how you call it. You go to the market. You're having 4 chalo, $400. That's madness. The Chinese are using our chalo to feed their pigs. I will send my PRD for him to come, because I want to show people we have separation of powers. Not only Batchilly. The PRD will come, the press secretary will come, talk about him with the resources we have. Talk about our roadmap. I want people to know that we're not power hungry, we're not elite, we're not better than. I love the masses. And the masses momanyor. So, Mr. Njai, the one thing I want to talk about in this world, let's think about Gambia first. Gambians are scared of new ideas. Gambians are scared of people with brilliant competency. Gambians don't look at you, what you can do. They look at your mistakes. Look at Gambians are reporting each other in Europe, in Sweden, in London. Ki amut kite, ki amna kite. Guide them immigration, you send your people, and this person is working hard to take care of their family. Why that jealousy? Hasia syndrome be. That's what I want us to break down. Huh?
How about your 2 operations? Operation Nyaele Kabe Janjang, Operation Nyumom Sunyu Boka. Sorry.
Operation Nyaele Kabe Janjang is the positive mindset and positive good heart. Okay. When you have a good mind and a good heart, combination of that, there will be no jealousy. Operation Nyumom Sumbopa, more sovereignty be. Senegal cannot dictate us. For example, Maki cannot tell Barrow what to do. I will never agree. But Maki and Barrow can work for the betterment of Gambia and Senegal and the betterment of the region. Yes, Mr. President Barrow, nekkulo small president de, big president nga. You are c'est la president. So whoever want to play you like you are small president, tell him to go hell. Batchilly is around you, I will defend you. I cannot protect you, but I will defend you. Protection is from Allah Azza wa Jal. Are you understanding? My operation, your mom sumbopa. So mom sabopa, danga respect sabopa, can do la yap. No one can go to Jaikunda and dictate them how to eat their benachin. Sovereignty. So Musa Batchilly, your sovereignty is gone. I'm worried about the government's sovereignty. With the help of Allah, through GAP-led government, or if President Barrow can listen to me, I want him to, I'm now forcing him to listen to me. But if you listen to me, Mr. President, it will benefit you, it will benefit the country, and you will leave legacy. But if you ignore me, Mr. President, next.
So that's a small warning there.
Warning there. It's like, it's not a warning. I'm reminding him.
An advice.
An advice. Like. Political managing. I don't believe in advice, man. It's a political managing.
Managing. So you're trying to manage him.
I'm trying to manage him. I want him to succeed. But man suma pa mo ma jangal lolu. Baro su succeed mu dem. Njay ñew Batchilly ñew wala Paté ñew. Hein? Dafa yomba. But if we fighting, you know, this praise singing and President, I'm sorry. Don't let people praise you. If they praise you, they are putting you down, and then do not listen to anyone as a president. When they come to you, they say, Mr. President, Mr. Njai is like this. The person that come to you and talk about Njai to you, Mr. President, he's talking about you to Njai again. That's what political management. Let's talk about our development role that you have. Call me, I'll help you, Mr. President. Free of charge, man.
Free of charge?
Free of charge.
No strings attached,
no,
if you like.
No, you know what, when I say free of charge? Like, to tell me condition, you do this. No. I don't do that for the country. I don't condition myself for betterment of Gambia. I will warn you that if I open my mind for the betterment of Gambia and you want to use that for your political gain to succeed yourself, I'll fight you. Whoever there, I will fight you. That's why they don't want Batchilly to come across. I've now seen our leaders here. Our leaders here, they are power hungry. No disrespect to them. If we are not power hungry, it's not about election now. Why won't you have the president? Let him achieve the development plan he has. When it's about 4 months to election, everybody goes. We campaign, no insult. Let me talk to the Gambians about my agendas. Let GDC talk about agendas. Let NPP, UDP, and then after that, whoever win, let's join hands again, help the process to succeed 5 years. That's what we call real new mom sumbopa. Sundaful lolu anyan mo fa neka di yahante fi di kortenta fi some of them if I want to remove the director of JRA now as the president of Gambia, Musa Batchilly, and I see they will run everywhere on earth with their marabouts. They call marabouts all over. What kind of funds that? Why won't you use the marabout money that you are giving to the marabout to give it to your family who are poor? God will protect you. Like operation sumom. Ham so mom sabopa. Danga respect sabopa. Do ya kenen. But if you have become independent, danga nyan. I want us to be dependent. If you are dependent, danga nyan. I want us to be independent. Mo operation sumom sumbopa. Are we done?
Now, we are not done. I think we have a couple of questions. One has to do with the fact that, okay, some of the sectors, actually, we've seen the education sector, for example, kids have been allowed to go back to school. What have you seen? I mean, it's been a rocky year. I mean, it's been really difficult for kids.
I want the government to subsidize the whole entire school fees to be free. They can do it. We have the resources. Being a private school or public school, they didn't pay for it because of this COVID-19. And then pay teachers dividendly, proper salary, structurize it. Let them do double effort. Because 7 months to be in the house, that it is, you know, some of the kids are losing it. Yes. Pay teachers with good benefits. Allow them, even some of them have to go to teach them in their houses. Whatever they start about 7-9 months, they can come up with it. You understand? And then make all the school fees to be free. We can pay it.
Government can pay it.
The government can pay it.
Even for private schools?
Even for private school, they can do it. Let's be honest. If government can spend $5 billion last year or this year within a period of 4 or 5 months, come on, $116 million. They can use that to pay school. That will make our kids like, wow, our government care for us. We don't want our children to be just to remember. We want them to be thinker, that they can create, not academically. They can create to be engineering, to be scientists. How you going to do that? Empower them. Some of them, some of the kids are brilliant, but they have no money. The parents are poor. But if you pay their kids for 2 years salary, 2 years school fees, or 1 year school fees up to next year, their parents, they can even vote for Baro.
Yes.
That's another technical ways. Munduma Anjan, Damakojo points, he would help him.
To win.
No, not to win. Even if he wins, even if he not, will help
Because
him.
you are saying they will vote for him. So
if they vote for him, alhamdulillah.
You are saying if they vote for him,
Look, let me tell you, if he wins, even Barrow wins, when he wins,
Yes. Yes.
believe me, I'm still going to help him if he calls me. But he's not
But
going
clearly you want to win. GAP wants to win.
GAP government is certainty that we going to be either the next government or be part of the next government.
that's for sure.
That's for sure, inshallah. That's guaranteed. You know why?
Yes.
Team like us, GAP-led government is only the political hygiene political party. Our hygienist of our political movement is different from all entire political.
That is hygiene.
There's proper
politics.
hygiene. We are Operation Mom Sumbopa. Even Pa Hussein Dabo became a president. I'll give him the political management ideas. We don't anyan. Did it. GAP government is Operation Mom Sumbopa. So Mom Sumbopa do anyan. But so Mom Sumbopa, danga neka independent. Nga nyanan neka almudu. At the end of the day, my brother, it's all the talk. Wele. So we don't want wele talks. We want movement talks, action talks. So, Mr. President, give them incentive, pay all the school fees for the public students, for, the whole entire public schools and the private. Help them, give them 3 months salary to the teachers in advance, support them, encourage them, let them teaching the students tomorrow. And they don't forget about the Islamic teachers too. Don't put them aside.
They're also very important.
They are very. That's in fact our creation of. Our purpose of being a creation is like to establish the deen.
But do you realize that they have complained in the past that they have not been taken care of, they have not been supported at all?
But GAP-led government will support them when we in power. He's in power now. I have to give him some management. Mr. President, do not forget them. And the students that are going to madrasa, boarding school, give them the incentive. Pay all of them for free for 1 year. The government has the money. The money belongs to us. President, if you do that, I'll be really happy. Thank you, sir.
What do you have to say about, you are a political leader, and what political leaders say, the messages is very, very important. What they communicate to the people is very important. What we have also seen is that one of your compatriots, Mr. Amat Ba, a political leader, made some comments in the recent past, and these comments really, if anything, sparked a lot of anger among a lot of Gambians. What do you have, what's your opinion?
Actually, you want to my political opinion or my individual opinion?
Your opinion as a political leader.
Okay, my opinion as under the GAP-led government,
yes,
or under myself as a leader?
Yes.
Which is which?
Go with both.
Okay, let me start with the GAP-led government.
Yes.
To be using the word rats should not be done, He should not. As a leader, all you have to do, unify. Give them a strong political statement.
Yes.
Okay. English term is really funny. Them rats in America, man, they are rats. That mean they are snitch. They are betrayers. They are traitors. You understand? That's it when you are going to in the street language. When he's a rat, that means he's snitch. He's not trustworthy.
Yes.
You understand? Okay. As a leader, you don't insult. You put a statement that would benefit us. They might meet quotes. I listen to him attentively. Batchilly, fear Allah. Now I listen to him attentively. Sometimes the man talks with passion and anger. And if you don't listen, you misquote him. There's no racial word there. But the word itself should not be mentioned. I totally against with that. He should not use that word, rats. He should say, do not vote for people who are traitors. Do not waste your time people who don't love Gambia at heart. You can say that. But do not vote for rats. At this technicality we have here is uncalled for. But it's not a racial statement day when you listen to the statement. As a leader, he should talk about the development plan NRP has, the development plan, because right now he's not in his coalition government, he's there as a coalition member. He should talk about their plans that they have with President Barrow and others. He should use that. My personal opinion, due respect, he's my colleague, he's the Secretary General and everything. Talk about your development plan and your roadmap that you have for the country, rather than yappy.
So he was yappy.
Yeah, well, to me it was yappy. This personal. I do respect you. He should stop that. Talk about your points. As a Muslim, he claimed himself as a Muslim. Why won't you talk about what that small boy said about us? He should come out and condemn it. But he didn't. He kept quiet because they're about to go to France. And this old school for Mr. President Malho, Ministry of Lands, Ministry of Fishery, Ministry bila Minister bide,
yes.
Ministry of Lands, Ministry of Fishery, Ministry of Tourism, Ministry of Construction, Ministry of Finance. Might dissolve the whole entire cabinet. And ganeka jambar, Colmar, nala defend. You ligue sun dekabi, election ñew so win salam so win nga bay legacy. Jama dafa xew te elega gana eleg. So you don't.
No, just one more thing.
Go ahead.
That is something that is also picking up interest. Governments are picking interest in it. It has to do. I mean, our election is coming, and people are trying to see what suits us as a democracy. And that is this thing of our political leaders, political candidates that are going to vie for the most important job in the country to debate. What is your take on
that?
On that, yes. Mr. Batchilly, for example, squaring off or debating President Barrow.
I like that. Yes. I want debate to happen. You know how the way I want it.
Yes.
If whoever, for example, if Mr. President Barrow is the president candidate of NPP,
Yes.
and he must debate with his running mate as a vice president. Okay, I'm the Secretary General of I know Mr. Barrow will stand for MPP for sure. Yes. It could be me, it could be somebody else, God knows. If I'm not elected, I want whoever is elected as a flag bearer, I want to stand beside him as a Secretary General with debate. Yes, debate, and we speak our language. Not who are we talking to? Are we talking to Europeans? No. Are we talking to Asia? We are talking to the Gambianas. Here and we speak the language, Wolof, Sarawole, Maninka, whoever. Let them translate it. Talk to our people. You see, some of our people are brilliant, but they cannot express themselves in English. They have, I swear to God, they have mad ideas. But when you tell them to bring in English, when they break it down, you're like, wow. Those are the people I work with in here. I go inside, door to door. I go to Khartoum, talk to people. I listen. I go to the ghettos. Do you know there's ghetto in Bakau? You know the dangerous ghetto in Bakau. I go and sat with them. Kololi, sit with them rather. Talk to them. I hear the youths. Some of them, they smoke their weed, but I listen to them. They have brilliant ideas.
When they are smoking their weed, what do you tell them?
I tell them it's uncalled for, but you talk to people based on their capacity. La ikraha fi din. Don't force somebody to leave. I don't know why, but you talk to them. Put your level to them. They say, wow, look at this guy, a Secretary General, come and sitting with us, having lunch with on the same ball. They look, wow. And I tell them what I went through. I hustled. I've been all over. I said, you can make it better than I. You encourage them. But yo, this, yo, that. You are discouraging them. Maybe your words are powerful. At the end of the day, the person can commit suicide. You deal with him there. But when you encourage them, give them encouragement words, political management is coming there. That's human management now.
Yes,
the human management is coming there.
Yes.
You're talking to them, give them ideas. They will love you. That's what we need, Batchilly. Even if I'm working on, let me walk daytime here from Westfield to here. You see people horn. Batchilly, can I give you a ride? Because of what? I put myself down. But when I say I'm arrogant, I put pride on force. Leaders of Gambians, our political leader, put yourself down It's the people who vote for you. You don't vote for yourself. If it's about money that will make us to be president, but a lot of people won't be president in Gambia here. Oh, if your background is top rich, will make you president, a lot of people won't be rich here. So put yourself down. It's the people, the masses, that make you to be president. Love them, invest in them, help them to be independent. You understand? So.
And you are very much in for a debate.
I love debate. Talk to our people with our language. Also, my team Gambians must speak English. People in Khartoum, Kuti in Wilibanna, they don't speak English. How can they understand my vision? We speak Wolof Mandinka. Then after they would translate in all different languages on radios. Oh, Honorable President Baruku, let me give it to, Honorable Usain Dabo say, yes. Honorable Batchilly say, And then you want to make a speech in English for the diaspora people who live in international, you talk English to them.
Your final words?
My final words is let's operation you mom sumbopa. Sundefe lurek afba, anyan du faneka, sagante bi du faneka, each and everybody, and I'm urging the diaspora people international, come with your vision. Come with your vision. Sacrifice. Come and help this government. Whoever is coming to be next, go help us. We need you guys. We need the people in Gambians who are living outside. We need them. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, every kind of thing. You need you guys to come. Right now, who's leading us is President Barrow. Let's help him. When I talk, people, remember when I first registered, I said, I'm urging all political leaders, let's join and help the president until election. And I'm right. Even when I win, even when we win as GAP, believe me, I'm calling all political leaders, let's work together. I'll ask each party to give me 2 directors, 2 ambassadors, to whatever,
yes,
to make sure we work together. But until then, if sumo sumbopa, then you make a jam the nyanantu. The European Union send to the government, they tell us, look at the European Union insulting, trying to get on our CRC, the new constitution, because they gave us money. But if this was a Gambian money, I dare them to talk about us. So until now, until then, I'm urging all, whoever is going to be the next president, whether it's President Barrow, whether it's Batchilly, Kande, whoever, make sure let's be independent economically. We can do it. We have the manpower, we have the intelligence, we have everything. So ñu buga sumbopa, ñu yerem sumbopa, ñu respect sumbopa, ñu balalante. Anyan bi mu bayko. Sundefe lolu contribute. As for now, he's leading. Let's help him. Election is next year by July. Could make them yonam. You understand? If there is a coalition needed to be arise, we join hands. If I see one thing, I don't play with the interest of Gambia. Mr. Njai, I'm telling you, I don't play with that.
I mean, clearly you've said that. You said
you know that. And Allah bless my mouth. Any political statement I said from January 7 to 2000 and up to now, Allah because I'm going to hold me. So people who said that I'm a comedian, they don't. Gambians, I love you guys, man. Don't be scared of no vision. I'm a visionary.
Why do you think some people call you a comedian?
Yeah, because you know what? They don't understand the capacity, my level. I don't downgrade no human being. If they want to know, let them come. My number is, if you are international, plus 220-727-2022. Call me and communicate with me. And I will tell you things that you don't even know. You would end up loving Batchilly. Here said, they said. You are sinning. You don't know me. I don't know you. Why should I talk about you? Let me talk about my own problem, my own issues. As for now, Gambians, I love you guys. Let's concentrate for the betterment of the country. The development is the most important thing. If I said a word, lunga dafa jubut, bo is from shaitan la'natullah alayhi. Bo bahbi dafa jub, bo from Allah Azza wa Jal. I love Gambia. I love Gambians. I love Gambia Action Party. The next government is us, inshallah.
Mr. Honorable Musa Batchilly.
And then one thing I want to confirm, my official name registered in AG Chambers is Musa Batchilly.
That's your official name. So 4 names or 5 names there, if you like. No. Mr. Honorable Musa Batchilly, thank you.
The reason Hussein is my father's name, I love my father.
Yes.
He grew me to be competent. And the heart that I had is for Allah through my dad. I have to put his late. May Allah grant him Jannah with all departed Muslim souls. That's why I put his name attached to my name. Musa Husseinu. Yali Batchilly is our last name.
Yali Batchilly is the last name.
Okay, thank you.
So Batchilly, thank you. I hope we will someday go to Garawal and see whether the diamond is there. I will come with you.
Believe me.
And we will go and then we will look at the place where
next 2022 we'll start exploiting it when we're in government. Whether we us or we're part of government. If Barrow happens to win, I'm part of it. If I happen to win, I'm part with other political leaders, we'll mine it for the betterment of the country. Inshallah.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you. So that is that for this interview, special exclusive interview with the leader of Gambia Action Party there, Mr. Musa Batchilly. Until next time. Goodbye.
Then we soon be saying when you face some hard with now.
Atani gara stone ko jamira gara solti ko ngawuliji.
Na mate jube momo ya dol na mate be nyamen jam.
Do ñew be ci last date nga forcer doomi adama ñepp amuñ be pare ñepp amuñ.
Do you have a story or breaking news tip to share with us? Did you witness something you think should be reported? Reach out to our journalists right away on 218-4870 or 204-7777.